Welcome back to Who Died Today USA channel. In the past few days, we have received somber news about the passing of extraordinary talents. Today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Additionally, we will recap the stars we have recently lost. Before we begin, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. On March 6, 2025, the world lost a remarkable artist, advocate, and visionary, Jesse L. Kearney Jr. He was more than a playwright. He was a force of nature, using his words and his wisdom to uplift voices too often left unheard. At just 49 years old, his passing leaves a void, but his light continues to shine through the lives he touched. Jesse's passion for storytelling was not just about entertainment, it was about transformation. His work, from making Micheaux to the Oscar Micheaux Project, honored the legacy of Black artists who came before him and paved the way for future generations. He understood that theater was not just a stage, it was a battleground for justice, a platform for truth. As vice president of Black Broadway Men United and co-founder of the Stage Network, Jesse fought tirelessly to create opportunities for Black performers and writers. He was not only a playwright, but also a lawyer, a mentor, and an advocate, ensuring that the doors he opened would never be closed again. His final battle, against a cerebral arteriovenous malformation, came too soon. Yet even in his passing, Jesse's legacy grows stronger. His work will continue to inspire, his advocacy will continue to uplift, and his unwavering belief in the power of storytelling will live on. His wife, Jacqueline Bell Kearney, said it best: Jesse's light grows stronger every day. And so, we remember not just what he created, but what he made possible for others.
But the new book, Tom, is cleverly called Faraday because it is a biography of David Faraday, who...
John Feinstein was more than a sports writer. He was a storyteller who gave readers a deeper look into the soul of the games they loved. On March 13, 2025, Feinstein passed away at the age of 69, leaving behind an extraordinary legacy that will continue to shape sports journalism for generations to come. Throughout his career, Feinstein brought an unparalleled depth to sports writing. His groundbreaking book, A Season on the Brink, provided an unfiltered look at Coach Bob Knight and the pressures of college basketball. A Good Walk Spoiled exposed the mental and emotional struggles of professional golfers, making readers feel as though they were walking the course alongside them. His work was never just about wins and losses. It was about the people behind the competition, their struggles, and their triumphs. Feinstein was fearless in his reporting, unafraid to challenge powerful figures in the sports world. He believed that honesty and truth mattered more than popularity, and his writing reflected that commitment. Despite criticism, he remained steadfast in his pursuit of the real stories behind the games. He passed away of natural causes at his brother's home in McLean, Virginia, but his words live on. With over 40 books and countless articles, he has left a lasting imprint on how we view sports, not just as entertainment, but as a reflection of human ambition, failure, and perseverance. As Feinstein once said, "My job is not just to write about sports, it's to write about the people who make them great." His voice may be gone, but his stories will never fade. Can a voice capture the pain of a broken heart and the strength to move on? For decades, Angie Stone's powerful vocals did just that, weaving stories of love, loss, and resilience into unforgettable songs like Wish I Didn't Miss You and Brotha. Her sudden passing on March 1, 2025, following a tragic car accident on her way from Montgomery to Atlanta, has left the world of soul music in mourning. Born in Columbia, South Carolina, Angie's musical journey began at just 16 with The Sequence, the first all-female hip-hop trio signed to Sugar Hill Records. Their hit, Funk You Up, would go on to influence generations, sampled by artists like Dr. Dre and Mark Ronson. But it was her solo career that cemented her legacy as a neo-soul powerhouse. Her 2001 album, Mahogany Soul, not only gave us chart-topping singles but also anthems of strength and vulnerability that resonated with millions. Angie's voice wasn't just a sound, it was a lifeline. After battling congestive heart failure, she transformed her life, shedding weight and embracing a healthier lifestyle, all while continuing to pour her heart into her music. This unyielding spirit, both on stage and off, made her a beacon of hope for fans around the world. Her children, Diamond and Michael, described her as our everything, a sentiment echoed by fans who found solace in her songs. As we bid farewell to Angie Stone, we carry her legacy in every soulful note and every lyric that taught us the power of survival and self-love.
I was a writer but didn't know it. I was always collecting anecdotes, scraps of paper. When I was working...
Joseph Wambaugh, a former LAPD officer turned novelist, leaves behind a legacy that reshaped how America saw its police. Passing away on February 28, 2025, at the age of 88 due to esophageal cancer, Wambaugh's works were more than just crime stories. They were raw, unfiltered windows into the lives of those who wore the badge. His debut novel, The New Centurions, and the haunting true crime classic, The Onion Field, captivated readers with their brutal honesty and emotional depth. These books, along with The Blue Knight and the acclaimed TV series Police Story, broke away from the clean-cut image of law enforcement, revealing the fear, courage, and moral ambiguity faced by officers every day. Wambaugh's writing wasn't about glorifying the police, but about showing them as human, flawed, vulnerable, and real. The son of a police officer, Wambaugh's decision to leave the LAPD in 1974 to pursue writing full-time wasn't just a career change, it was a leap of faith. His novels didn't shy away from controversy, often angering his former colleagues with their unflinching portrayal of corruption and despair within the force. Yet, it was this honesty that earned him a devoted readership and multiple Edgar Awards, including the prestigious Grand Master Award in 2004. His influence endures not only in books, but in the DNA of every gritty police drama that followed. For those who turn the pages of his novels, Wambaugh's voice, both haunting and human, continues to echo, a reminder of the complex world behind the badge.
You know any other girls?
I don't know if any of my...
It's a rare gift to make audiences laugh and think at the same time, but few did it better than Tony Roberts. The beloved actor, known for his sharp wit and effortless charm, passed away on February 7, 2025, at 85, due to complications from lung cancer. Best remembered for his iconic roles alongside Woody Allen in Annie Hall and Play It Again, Sam, Roberts' career spanned over 6 decades, leaving a profound impact on both film and Broadway. Born into a family deeply rooted in entertainment, Roberts seemed destined for the stage. His ability to balance humor with sincerity made him an unforgettable presence, whether playing the suave confidant in Allen's films or commanding Broadway in hits like Barefoot in the Park and Cabaret. His contributions to theater earned him 2 Tony nominations and the admiration of countless fans. Beyond the spotlight, Roberts was a humble and devoted father. His daughter, Nicole Burley, recalled his unwavering passion for acting and his infectious humor, even in his final days. Known for his warmth and generosity, Robert's true legacy lies not just in the characters he portrayed, but in the hearts of those who watched him bring them to life. In a world that often feels fleeting, Tony Roberts' legacy endures, etched in the laughter he inspired and the stories he helped tell. His passing is a reminder of the rare and irreplaceable gift of true artistry.
And that wrinkle is you.
Are you saying that we can't stop this?
Tony Todd, the legendary actor whose deep voice and towering presence defined horror cinema for decades, passed away on November 6, 2024, at the age of 69. His unforgettable portrayal of Candyman in the 1992 cult classic cemented his place in film history, making him one of the most revered figures in the genre. Born on December 4, 1954, in Washington, D.C., Todd's passion for storytelling led him to study acting at the University of Connecticut and the Eugene O'Neill National Actors Theatre Institute. His breakthrough came in 1986's Platoon, but it was his chilling performance as the vengeful Candyman that made him a horror icon. With a mesmerizing presence that could terrify and captivate in equal measure, Todd reprised the role in multiple sequels, ensuring his legend endured. Beyond horror, Todd's career was remarkably versatile. He starred in The Crow and the Final Destination series, where he portrayed the eerie mortician William Bloodworth. His television work included standout roles in Star Trek: The Next Generation, The X-Files, and 24. A gifted voice actor, he lent his signature baritone to projects like Call of Duty and Half-Life Alyx. Off-screen, Todd was known for his kindness, generosity, and dedication to the craft. His longtime manager, Jeffrey Goldberg, called him a gentle giant with an extraordinary soul. Though he is gone, Tony Todd's impact on film and television will haunt and inspire audiences for generations to come. His presence may have been fleeting, but his legacy is eternal. Rest in peace, Candyman. Peace. Breaking news! Today, we take a closer look at one of Hollywood's most iconic figures, Angelina Jolie. An actress, filmmaker, and humanitarian, Jolie has spent decades captivating audiences with her powerful performances while also making a profound impact on global humanitarian efforts. But beyond her cinematic achievements, her journey has been marked by resilience, personal challenges, and an unwavering commitment to making a difference. Angelina Jolie, born on June 4, 1975, has been a dominant force in Hollywood since the late 1990s. She rose to fame with her Academy Award-winning role in Girl, interrupted and later solidified her place as an action star through her portrayal of Lara Croft in Tomb Raider. Her ability to seamlessly transition between action-packed blockbusters like Mr. and Mrs. Smith and thought-provoking dramas such as Changeling has set her apart as one of the most versatile actresses of her generation. More recently, her role in Maleficent and its sequel reaffirmed her ability to bring depth and complexity to characters, enchanting audiences worldwide. However, Jolie's success extends far beyond the silver screen. She has been a fierce advocate for humanitarian causes, serving as a goodwill ambassador and later a special envoy for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR. Her dedication has taken her to war-torn regions across the globe, including Syria, Sudan, and Afghanistan, where she has worked tirelessly to raise awareness about the plight of refugees. Her activism has not only garnered widespread recognition, but has also positioned her as a rare Hollywood figure who uses her platform for meaningful change. Despite her incredible achievements, Jolie's journey has been fraught with challenges. She has faced intense public scrutiny, particularly regarding her personal life. Her high-profile marriage to Brad Pitt, one of the most talked-about relationships in Hollywood, ended in a highly publicized divorce in 2016. The subsequent legal battles over custody of their children have remained a topic of media speculation for years. However, through it all, Jolie has remained steadfast in her commitment to her children, often speaking about how motherhood has shaped her perspective on life and influenced her career choices. In addition to personal struggles, Jolie has also encountered significant health challenges. In 2013, she made headlines when she publicly shared her decision to undergo a major preventative medical procedure, a move that sparked worldwide discussions about health awareness. Her openness about these challenges demonstrated her willingness to use her own experiences to educate and empower others. Recently, Jolie has continued to focus on both her humanitarian efforts and new creative ventures. She recently appeared in Alabama alongside her daughter Zahara, who delivered a keynote speech about important social issues affecting young women. The event underscored Jolie's dedication to raising socially conscious children while also advocating for meaningful causes. Her business endeavors have also drawn attention. Jolie launched Atelier Jolie, a creative collective aimed at promoting ethical fashion and artistic collaboration. While the venture has been met with enthusiasm, it has also faced its share of obstacles in navigating the competitive industry. Nevertheless, Jolie remains committed to using her influence to champion sustainable and socially responsible business practices. As with many high-profile figures, Jolie has faced her share of controversy. Ongoing legal proceedings related to her past relationship have continued to make headlines, with various reports speculating on the complexities of the case. However, she has largely chosen to remain private, focusing instead on her work and family. Unlike many in Hollywood, Jolie has managed to maintain her independence, rarely engaging in public disputes, and instead allowing her actions to speak for themselves. Through triumphs and trials, Angelina Jolie remains one of the most compelling figures in entertainment and humanitarian work. Her ability to navigate both the glamour and hardships of Hollywood while staying true to her principles is what makes her story so extraordinary. Whether through film, advocacy, or personal resilience, she continues to inspire millions worldwide. What are your thoughts on Angelina Jolie's remarkable journey? Has her work, whether in film or humanitarian efforts, left an impact on you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this tribute, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more insights into the lives of Hollywood's most legendary figures. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on Angelina Jolie's latest endeavors.
Little girl. It all began. Story after story after story.
In the world of television and theater, few actors could balance gravitas and humor as effortlessly as Alan Ritchson. Best known for his roles as the strict yet surprisingly endearing lawyer Douglas Brackman Jr. on L.A. Law and the free-spirited Larry Finkelstein on Dharma and Greg, Ritchson had a remarkable ability to make audiences both laugh and reflect. His passing on November 2nd, 2024, at the age of 82 due to heart failure, leaves a void in the hearts of fans who followed his career spanning over 5 decades. Born in Cambridge, Massachusetts, Ritchson's journey to stardom was far from straightforward. After leaving the Wharton School, he pursued acting in New York, eventually landing on Broadway. His breakthrough came with L.A. Law, where his portrayal of Douglas was more than just a depiction of a hard-nosed attorney. It was a study of human complexity. The role earned him Emmy and Golden Globe nominations and endeared him to millions. Yet, it was his role on Dharma and Greg that revealed a different side of him, a comedic talent that brought warmth and laughter into countless living rooms. Off-screen, Ritchson was a dedicated writer and a loving husband to Joanna Frank, with whom he shared both life and screen. Alan Ritchson's legacy is one of versatility and authenticity. Through every role, He reminded us of the power of storytelling and the importance of embracing life with both sincerity and a touch of humor. Though the curtain has fallen, the characters he brought to life will continue to resonate, reminding us of the humanity we all share. There are voices that, once heard, remain with us forever. Randy Brown's was one of them. Passing away on March 5, 2025, at the age of 72 after a courageous battle with prostate cancer, Brown's legacy is one of resilience, passion, and soulful melodies that touched the hearts of many. Born and raised in Memphis, Randy's love for music blossomed early. He often spoke of sneaking into juke joints to listen to legends like Al Green and Otis Redding, dreaming of the day his own songs would echo from radios across America. That dream came true with hits like I'm Always in the Mood and We Ought to Be Doing It, songs that painted love, longing, and heartbreak with every note. His journey was not without challenges. When the newcomers disbanded, Randy faced the harsh reality of starting over. Yet he turned every setback into a new song, every heartbreak into a melody. Even as the R&B landscape shifted, he remained faithful to his roots, creating music that felt like home, warm, honest, and timeless. Despite his illness, Randy continued to write and record, finding strength in his music and solace in the love of his fans. His last performance, a small, intimate show in Memphis, was a testament to his unwavering spirit. With every chord, it was clear, this was a man who lived for the music. Though he may be gone, Randy Brown's voice will forever linger, smooth as silk, deep as midnight, and full of the kind of soul that never fades. We remember a man who showed us that true greatness lies not in the absence of pain, but in the courage to keep singing through it. In the world of Disney magic, where fairy tales and dreams came to life, Joe Hale was a quiet legend. He passed away on January 29, 2025, at the age of 99, leaving behind a legacy woven into the fabric of some of Disney's most beloved classics. While his name might not be familiar to many, his artistry shaped the childhoods of countless fans. Hale's journey began in Newland Village, Indiana, where a love for art blossomed early. But before his path led to Disney, it took him to the battlefields of Iwo Jima during World War II. Amid the chaos of war, Hale's resolve only strengthened. Returning home, he brought that same determination to Disney, where he would spend 35 years as an animator, layout artist, and producer. His fingerprints are on timeless films like Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, and Sleeping Beauty, each one a masterpiece of hand-drawn animation and storytelling. But it was The Black Cauldron that truly tested his spirit. Entrusted with transforming the dark and complex tale into a feature film, Hale led a team of 300 artists, including a young Tim Burton, battling both creative and corporate pressures. When studio executives demanded extensive cuts to soften the film's tone, it was a heartbreaking blow. The film's commercial failure led to his dismissal in 1986, ending his 35-year career at Disney. Yet Hale never stopped creating. Turning to sculpture, he found a new way to share his artistic voice. In 2008, he was honored as a Disney legend, a fitting tribute to a man whose work continues to inspire. Joe Hale's legacy is not only in the films he brought to life, but in his unwavering belief that art should challenge, inspire, and endure. For those who grew up under the spell of Disney's golden age, his stories will live on, each one a reminder that true magic comes from the heart.
Anything else? Yeah. No, I joke. We talk about all kinds of things. I mean, the artistic collaboration between...
Her music was a language of the soul, speaking to hearts in a way words never could. Claire Van Kampen, a visionary composer, director, and playwright, passed away on January 18, 2025, at the age of 71, after a courageous battle with cancer. Her departure was made all the more poignant by its timing, falling on the 65th birthday of her husband, Mark Rylance. From her earliest days in London, Claire's passion for music was undeniable. Losing her father young, she found solace in the keys of a piano, determined to turn grief into something beautiful. Her talents earned her a place at the Royal College of Music, where she studied piano and composition, honing a gift that would one day transform the world of theater. In 1986, Claire shattered barriers, becoming the first female musical director for both the Royal Shakespeare Company and the Royal National Theatre. It was here that she met Rylance during a production of Hamlet, igniting a love story that spanned decades. Together, they built a life intertwined with art, a partnership where music and storytelling flourished side by side. Her play, Farinelli and the King, was a triumph of emotion and history, earning 6 Olivier Award nominations and 5 Tony nominations. At Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, Claire's work as a composer and consultant breathed new life into Renaissance music, weaving melodies that felt both ancient and alive. Her passion for blending classical and modern elements was a hallmark of her genius. Beyond her achievements, it was Claire's spirit, bold, warm, and unafraid, that left the deepest mark. As Rylance expressed in a heartfelt tribute, she filled their lives with magic, music, laughter, and love. Even in her final days, Claire's strength was an inspiration to those who loved her. Though she may have taken her final bow, Claire Van Kampen's legacy will continue to resonate in the notes of a song, the echoes of a stage, and the hearts of those forever touched by her art. Her story is one of resilience, brilliance, and a love that defied time. There are lives that, even after they end, continue to inspire, stories that remind us of what truly matters. Jim Tauber was one of those lives. He passed away on January 22, 2025, at the age of 74, after a battle with multiple myeloma. His legacy is a blend of cinematic brilliance and a heart full of compassion, a rare gift in a world that often asks us to choose one or the other. Born and raised in Glencoe, Illinois, Jim's love for storytelling led him to some of the biggest names in Hollywood. He held senior roles at Columbia TriStar, Gramercy Pictures, Propaganda Films, 20th Century Fox, Anonymous Content, and finally served as president of Sidney Kimmel Entertainment, SKE. During his time at SKE, Jim oversaw the production of unforgettable films like Hell or High Water, Lars and the Real Girl, The Place Beyond the Pines, and Death at a Funeral. These were movies that didn't just entertain, they made us think, feel, and see the world a little differently. But Jim's story didn't end when the credits rolled. In 2015, he stepped away from Hollywood and chose a different path, becoming a licensed psychotherapist. Alongside his wife, Laura Newman, he opened a practice, offering the same warmth and wisdom that made him such a beloved figure in the film industry. In 2022, they opened Lefty's Coffee in Los Olivos, a small cafe built on the values of ethical sourcing and community spirit. Their days were spent on a farm, surrounded by dogs, donkeys, goats, and chickens, a simple life, but a full one. To his friends, Jim was the kind of person who showed up, who listened without judgment and gave advice that came from the heart. He was the friend who remembered birthdays, the mentor who believed in second chances, and the storyteller who knew that the best endings are the ones that make us think about the beginning. Jim Tauber's legacy isn't just in the films that bear his name. It's in the lives he touched, the kindness he showed, and the stories he left behind. His life was a reminder that true success isn't about fame or fortune. It's about the love and light we leave in the world. Pamela Bach was a woman whose beauty and talent lit up the screen, but it was her courage and kindness that left the deepest mark. Known for her roles in Baywatch and Knight Rider, Pamela passed away on March 5, 2025 at the age of 62, leaving behind a legacy that was both heartbreaking and inspiring. Her death, ruled a suicide, has left those who loved her grappling with the painful reality of a life that ended far too soon. Born on October 16, 1963, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Pamela's path to Hollywood was paved with dreams and determination. Her world changed forever when she met David Hasselhoff on the set of Knight Rider. They married in 1989, sharing nearly 17 years of life, fame, and two beloved daughters, Taylor and Haley. For a while, it seemed like a fairy tale, but behind the glamour was a woman fighting battles few could see. In 2003, a tragic motorcycle accident left Pamela with a broken neck and back, plunging her into months of intensive care. The accident's aftermath was brutal. Chronic pain and severe arthritis took hold, turning everyday life into a test of endurance. Yet, Pamela's spirit never faltered. Friends remember her as the woman who, despite her own suffering, was always ready to help others. Her love for animals and family was a light that never dimmed. In her final days, Pamela's joy came from a new role, being a grandmother. The birth of her granddaughter, London, was a bright spot in her world. Those who spoke to her recall the happiness in her voice, the way she lit up when talking about her family. It's these moments that linger, the warmth of her smile, the generosity of her heart, the courage she showed every day. Pamela Bach's story is one of resilience and love, of a woman who fought through pain to share kindness with the world. Though her struggles were often hidden, her legacy will live on, in the laughter of her daughters, the love of her granddaughter, and the hearts of those who remember her not just as a star, but as a light. Simon Fisher Becker was a man whose presence on screen was as warm and captivating as his spirit in real life. Best known for his roles as the Fat Friar in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Dorian Maldovar in Doctor Who, Simon passed away on March 9, 2025, at the age of 63. His husband, Tony, shared the heartbreaking news, leaving fans and loved ones mourning the loss of a man who brought so much light to the world. Born on November 25, 1961 in London, Simon's career spanned more than 3 decades of stage, television, and film. He was a storyteller in every sense of the word, an actor, a writer, a raconteur, and a speaker who could hold a room captive with his words. His portrayal of Dorian Maldovar in Doctor Who was beloved for its wit and mystery, while his role as the jovial Fat Friar at Hogwarts brought smiles to countless faces. But Simon's gifts went far beyond acting. Those who knew him speak of a man who was kind, gracious, and endlessly curious. His manager and friend of 15 years, Kim Barry, described him as someone who was always interested in everyone, a rare quality in a world that often rushes past. In his final years, Simon remained as active as ever, working on projects like Henry House, Humber City, The Rising Tide, and The Director. His passion for storytelling never waned, nor did his ability to connect with audiences of all ages. Simon Fisher Becker leaves behind a legacy not only of memorable characters, but of a life lived with warmth, humor, and compassion. His laughter, like his stories, will echo on long after the curtain has fallen.
Sure. You don't have to stay here with us. We're not babies.
Talk to your Auntie Carolyn.
Breaking news. John Grease, a career defined by perseverance, versatility, and a stunning return to the spotlight. John Grease is not a name that has always dominated headlines, but for those who appreciate nuanced, unforgettable performances, he is a true Hollywood treasure. With a career spanning more than 4 decades, Grease has carved out a unique space for himself, taking on eccentric, complex, and sometimes sinister roles that leave a lasting impression. Now, with his much-anticipated return to The White Lotus in its upcoming 3rd season, Grease is once again proving that talent and dedication never fade. Born on June 17, 1957, John Grease grew up in a world surrounded by film and storytelling. His father, Tom Grease, was an accomplished director and screenwriter, which gave John early exposure to the industry. However, his journey to success was not one paved with immediate stardom. Rather, it was built through years of persistence, taking on smaller roles and slowly crafting a career defined by versatility and depth. Grease first gained recognition in the 1985 cult classic Real Genius, but it was his portrayal of Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite that cemented his place in pop culture history. As the delusional former athlete longing for his glory days, Grease created a character that was both comical and deeply human. His performance resonated with audiences, making Uncle Rico a fan favorite and a subject of internet memes that endure to this day. While Napoleon Dynamite introduced Grease to a new generation, his extensive television career is equally remarkable. His role as Roger Linus in Lost showcased his ability to bring a quiet menace to the screen, earning him praise for his portrayal of the manipulative and calculating father of Ben Linus. However, it was his role in The White Lotus, 2021 to present, as Greg, the seemingly charming but morally ambiguous love interest of Tanya, Jennifer Coolidge, that brought him back into mainstream conversation. His return in the upcoming season has sparked intense speculation among fans about the direction of his character and the impact he will have on the show's evolving narrative. Despite his many successes, John Grease's journey has not been without its challenges. Unlike many of his peers, he never had the advantage of landing a breakthrough leading role in a major Hollywood blockbuster. Instead, he worked steadily, taking on character-driven performances that, while not always in the spotlight, showcased his remarkable range. The industry often favors youthful stars and blockbuster heroes, but Grease remained committed to his craft, proving that a fulfilling career in acting is not solely defined by marquee billing. Another challenge Grease has faced is the nature of typecasting. With his distinctive look and commanding screen presence, he has often been cast as outsiders, misfits, or villains. While some actors might see this as limiting, Grease has embraced it, using these roles to explore fascinating, deeply layered characters that stick with audiences long after the credits roll. Unlike many Hollywood figures, Grease has managed to steer clear of major controversies or public scandals. He has remained focused on his work, allowing his performances to speak for themselves. However, his character Greg in The White Lotus has sparked widespread debate among fans, especially following the dramatic events of Season 2. Jennifer Coolidge, whose character Tanya shared a complicated relationship with Greg, recently remarked that she hopes Greg will face consequences for his actions in the upcoming season. This has only fueled anticipation for what lies ahead and how Grease will continue to bring complexity to the role. Health-wise, John Grease has not publicly discussed any significant concerns, which is a testament to his ability to maintain a steady and demanding acting career well into his 60s. As an actor who often portrays intense and physically active roles, he continues to demonstrate endurance and dedication to his craft. Looking forward, Grease is in a prime position to capitalize on the renewed attention surrounding his career. With The White Lotus drawing global audiences and his past work gaining newfound appreciation, he is experiencing a well-deserved resurgence. His ability to balance humor, drama, and unpredictability makes him an invaluable asset in any production. John Grease's story is one of persistence, adaptability, and undeniable talent. He may not be a household name in the traditional sense, but for those who have followed his career, he is one of the most consistently compelling actors working today. Whether you remember him as Uncle Rico, Roger Linus, or Greg, His performances have left an indelible mark on Hollywood. What are your thoughts on John Grease's career and his return to the White Lotus? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more insights into the careers of Hollywood's most fascinating actors. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on John Grease and his upcoming projects.